Hello. The history of the 1960 for 5-cent coin in the United States. The 5-cent coin, popularly known as the nickel, has a rich history. In the United States, it reflects not only the evolution of American currency, but also significant social, economic, and historical contexts. The 1960 for 5-cent coin particularly stands as an icon of its time. This essay will delve into the origins of the nickel, its design, production, and circulation in 1964. And its significance in the broader narrative of U.S. history. The concept of the 5-cent coin in the United States dates back to the Coinage Act of 1790, to which established the U.S. Mint and outlined various denominations of coins. However, the first physical representation of a 5-cent piece did not occur until 1866. The original 5-cent coin was the shield nickel, which featured a shield on the obverse and a design that included the word cents with stars symbolizing elements of the United States. The shield nickel was minted until 1883, when it was replaced by the Liberty Head nickel, which featured an image of Lady Liberty. The most significant change in the nickel's design occurred in 1938, when the Jefferson nickel was introduced. Designing the coin was a national endeavor, and the U.S. Mint selected Felix Schlage's design, which featured a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and a depiction of his home Monticello on the reverse. The 1960 for nickel retained the Jefferson design. Jefferson's image remained a tribute to one of the founding fathers, while Monticello represented the triumph of American architecture and historical development. The choice of these images and their continuity emphasized American pride and identity. The minting process for the 1964 nickel involved several key steps. First, nickel blanks were created and passed through a series of presses. Then the designs were stamped on these blanks, followed by the application of edge lettering. The 1960 for nickel was primarily composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a composition that provided durability and resistance to wear. This was the standard formulation for the nickel and provided the coin its characteristic appearance and feel. In 1960 for the United States experienced significant economic activity. The country was on the brink of great societal changes driven by technological advances and civil rights movements. The circulation of coins, including the nickel, played a role in everyday transactions amid these changes. By 1960 for the nickel was a staple in American transactions, commonly used for small purchases. This coin allowed consumers to partake in the economic landscape of the 1960s, from soda machines to public transportation. As with any coin, certain years may hold collectible value based on rarity, demand, and condition, while the 1960 for nickel was mass-produced and does not carry the same level of rarity as other coins. Specific varieties or eras became points of interest among collectors. The nickel has often been featured in American folklore, literature, and popular culture. Its value has made it a common symbol for luck and prosperity, often cited in sayings and narratives. The 1960s marked a transformative period in America as the civil rights movement gained momentum. Coins like the nickel were commonplace in the hands of those participating in protests, marches, and demonstrations. They were part of the daily exchanges that shaped the nation's history. Following 1960 for the U.S. coinage system saw numerous changes, particularly in response to rising production costs and metal shortages. In 1965, the U.S. Mint began producing nickels with a different composition, which diluted the metal content. The 1960 for nickel stands as a symbol of a specific era in American history, the last of the traditional nickel compositions before changes in both policy and design began to redefine American currency. The 1964 5-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency. It encapsulates a moment in time that reflects the evolving identity of the United States. As we examine its production, circulation, and cultural implications, it becomes clear that the nickel serves as a microcosm of the societal changes occurring during the 1960s, from its historical roots to its modern significance. 1960 for nickel remains an enduring artifact that continues to connect people to their shared past and offers insights into the economic and cultural landscape of America in a transformative period. The story of this coin is not merely about its monetary value, but about its role in everyday life and its representation of American ideals, struggles, and the collective journey of a nation. And I'm on a mission to hunt down America's rarest 1960 for 5-cent coin, and I can't wait to see if I can actually find it. The 1964 5-cent coin is a highly sought-after coin among collectors, and for good reason. It's a piece of American history that can be extremely valuable if you have the right one. Many people think that all 1964 5-cent coins are rare and valuable, but that's just not the case. Most 1964 5-cent coins are actually quite common and can be found in decent condition without too much trouble. The rare ones, however, have some very specific characteristics that set them apart from the rest. These characteristics can make all the difference in determining the coin's value. Some 1964 5-cent coins may have been minted with errors such as misprinted dates or misaligned dies, which can significantly increase their value. Other coins may have been preserved in excellent condition with minimal wear and tear, which can also impact their worth. The minting process for the 1960 5-cent coin was a complex one involving multiple stages and quality control checks. Coins that made it through this process with errors or unique features are the ones that are truly rare and valuable. The history of the 1960 5-cent coin is also fascinating, with the US Mint producing millions of these coins to meet demand. The coins were made with a copper nickel alloy, which has held up remarkably well over the years. The specific features that designate the rare varieties of the 1964 5-cent coin include the presence of a certain mint mark, the condition of the coin, and any errors that may have occurred during the minting process. The most valuable 1964 5-cent coin is the one that has all of these rare characteristics combined. It's a coin that is highly sought after by collectors and can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. Recent sales have shown that these coins can be extremely valuable, with one example selling for over $10,000. The rarity of this coin is due to the combination of its condition, mint mark, and any errors that may have occurred during the minting process. The coin's history and provenance also play a significant role in determining its value. The fact that it has been preserved in excellent condition and has a clear ownership history makes it even more desirable to collectors. The rarity of the 1960 5-cent coin has a significant impact on collectors and the market. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare and valuable coins, and the 1960 5-cent coin is no exception. The value of these coins can fluctuate over time depending on demand and market conditions. As a result, collectors must stay informed about market trends and be prepared to act quickly when a rare coin becomes available. The 1960 5-cent coin is a prime example of how a rare coin can spark excitement and interest among collectors, and its value is a testament to the enduring appeal of coin collecting. The key points to remember about the 1964 5-cent coin are its rarity, value, and the characteristics that make it so special. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Its unique combination of history, condition, and minting errors make it a truly unique and valuable addition to any coin collection. If you've got a coin collection of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Have you ever found a rare or valuable coin, or is there a particular coin that you're searching for? Be sure to check out my other videos on rare coins for more information and tips on collecting. The 1988 US 5-cent coin history, design, and significant. The 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, has played a vital role in American commerce and coinage history since its introduction in 1866. The 1988 nickel is part of the Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. While not a particularly rare or valuable coin, understanding its history provides insight into the broader economic, political, and numismatic trends of the late 20th century US coinage and the need for the nickel. The 5-cent denomination did not always exist in its modern form before the nickel. The US Mint produced half-dime small silver coins that circulated from 1794 to 1873. During the Civil War 1861 to 1865, silver shortages led to hoarding, prompting the need for a base metal alternative. In 1866, the US Mint introduced the shield nickel, made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Over time, different designs followed, including the Liberty Head 1883 to 1912 and the Buffalo Nickel 1913-1938. The Jefferson Nickel 1938 present. In 1938, the US Mint replaced the Buffalo Nickel with a design honoring Thomas Jefferson, created by Felix Schlag. This design featuring Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse remained largely unchanged until 2000 for the 1988 nickel design and specifications. The obverse of the 1988 nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust, Liberty, 1988 year of minting." The reverse showcases Jefferson's Monticello estate with the inscriptions, "E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, United States of America, composition and physical properties, metal content 75% copper 25% nickel, diameter 21.1 millimeters, weight 5.0 grams, edge smooth plane, mint marks and production." The 1988 nickel was struck at 3 mints. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced circulation coins, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins intended for collection. The year 1988 was marked by a strong U.S. economy with low inflation and declining unemployment. The 5-cent coin remained an important part of everyday transactions, particularly for vending machines, telephone booths, and small purchases. 1988 was a presidential election year with George H.W. Bush defeating Michael Dukakis. This period saw the continuation of Reagan-era economic policies and a focus on international relations. The 1980s saw increased interest in coin collecting driven by bullion investments and numismatic appreciation. While the 1988 nickel was not a particularly rare issue, high-grade specimens, especially proof versions, were sought after by collectors. Minting process and varieties. The production of the 1988 nickel involved multiple stages. Copper and nickel were combined to form sheets. Metal sheets were cut into blank discs. Annealing and cleaning blanks were heated and polished. Blanks were pressed with dies to imprint the dissection, and distribution coins were checked for defects before being released into circulation. Some era coins and varieties from 1988 have attracted collector interest. Double die obverse DDO. Some nickels exhibit slight doubling on Jefferson's portrait or inscriptions. Off-center strikes. Coins with misaligned strikes can be valuable. Weak strikes. Some coins show weaker details due to die wear. Most 1988 nickels in circulation are worth only face value, however uncirculated and high-grade specimens MS65 and above can fetch a premium. Proof nickels from the San Francisco Mint struck with special dies and polished surfaces are highly collectible, while common, well-preserved 1988 nickels can still be of interest to collectors focusing on complete Jefferson nickel sets. The 1988 US 5-cent coin may not be a rare or particularly valuable numismatic piece, but it represents an important part of American coinage history. As part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, it continues to circulate and serves as a reminder of the economic and political landscape of the late 20th century. Would you like me to expand on any specific section or focus on a particular aspect? And join me as I hunt for America's rarest 19885-1 coin and see if I can find it. One of the most fascinating pieces of American currency is the 1988 5-cent coin, a unique piece that has garnered significant attention among collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its rarity and potential value make it a coveted find, and today we're going to dive into the world of this extraordinary coin. Many people assume that the 1988 5-cent coin is just a regular nickel, but nothing could be further from the truth. One of the biggest misconceptions is that all 1988 5-cent coins are created equal, but the reality is that certain variants are incredibly rare and highly sought after. Another challenge collectors face is identifying these rare variants, as they can be easily mistaken for their more common counterparts. There's also a common myth that all 1988 5-cent coins with errors or misprints are automatically rare and valuable, but that's not always the case. In reality, many of these errors are actually quite common and don't hold much value. Lastly, some collectors think that the rarity of a coin is solely determined by its age, but that's not entirely true. There are many other factors at play. The history of the 1988 5-cent coin is a fascinating one, and it all starts with the minting process. In 1988, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.1 billion 5-cent coins, making it one of the highest production years for the denomination. But what makes some of these coins so rare? One of the key factors is the design features. specifically the placement of the mint mark. Some coins have the mint mark placed above the denomination while others have it placed below, and that small difference can make all the difference in terms of value. The composition of the coin also plays a significant role, as some 1988 5-cent coins with a unique metal blend that makes them more rare than others. To truly understand the significance of the 1988 5-cent coin, it's essential to delve deeper into its design features. The obverse side features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlog, while the reverse side boasts an image of Monticello Jefferson's famous home. But what sets the rare variants apart is the level of detail and precision in the design. Some coins have a more defined rim while others have a more prominent mint mark. These small variations can make a big difference in terms of value and rarity. As we explore the world of the 1988 5-cent coin, one variant stands out as the holy grail for collectors: the 1988 5-cent coin with a misprinted mint mark. This coin is considered the rarest and most valuable of all, with only a handful of examples known to exist. One fascinating story surrounding this coin is the tale of a collector who stumbled upon it at a garage sale. Unaware of its true value, they purchased it for a few cents and later sold it at auction for a small fortune. This story highlights the importance of always keeping an eye out for rare coins, as you never know when you might stumble upon a treasure. In conclusion, the 1988 5-cent coin is a truly unique piece of American currency, with its rarity and significance making it a coveted find for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below about your experiences with rare coins. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more content on coin collecting and other fascinating topics. The host discusses the Jefferson nickels minted in 1988, focusing on the notable minting locations of Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. The Jefferson nickel features Thomas Jefferson facing left and includes inscriptions such as "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." The video highlights the specific characteristics and minting details of each coin, addressing their production numbers and conditions that affect their market value. Particularly for high-grade coins, the host provides insights into the uniqueness of the 1988 coins, including the presence of mint marks, and mentions the history of mint markings on Philadelphia coins. Additionally, the video covers the rarity and monetary worth of specific grades, such as MS-67 and proof coins, concluding with a call for viewers to subscribe and engage with the channel. High-grade 1988 Jefferson nickels can fetch thousands of dollars. Coins were minted in 3 locations: Denver D, Philadelphia section, and San Francisco S, each with distinct characteristics. The condition of the coin significantly impacts its value. MS-67 grades have sold for over $3,000. Philadelphia coins did not carry mint marks until the 1940s, with a modern P appearing only after 1980. The 1988 San Francisco mint coins are primarily rated as proof coins, with high grades valued up to $15. It is influenced by how many coins of a specific grade are available. High proof counts lead to lower prices. Jefferson's image has evolved over the years, reflecting changes in design standards. Key insights: the host emphasizes that the market value of the 1988 Jefferson nickels is significantly influenced by their grading. For instance, a coin graded MS-67 Plus from the Philadelphia Mint was noted to have sold for over $3,000. This indicates that collectors are willing to pay premium prices for high-quality coins, making the pursuit of rare grades essential for serious collectors. The production numbers for the 1988 coins illustrate the vast scale of minting operations. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 771 million coins, while Denver minted around 660 million. Such high production levels can lead to an abundance of less valuable coins, but exceptional conditions can still yield high prices, thus creating a niche market for higher grades. The San Francisco Mint's coins from 1988 are primarily classified as proof coins rather than standard mint state coins. The video notes that all San Francisco coins should theoretically possess full steps, which are critical for grading. This classification affects their market value, with proof coins typically being less valued unless they reach very high grades. The absence of mint marks on Philadelphia coins prior to 1980 creates a historical context that collectors find fascinating. The host mentions that the Philadelphia Mint did not begin marking coins until the 1940s, which adds a layer of historical significance to coins from that era. This distinction can make coins from certain years more desirable to collectors seeking a complete collection. The video discusses a specific 1988 Philadelphia nickel with noticeable damage, highlighting that such imperfections can affect desirability and market value, while flaws can diminish a coin's appeal. Unique characteristics resulting from damage can sometimes attract interest from niche collectors who value the story behind a coin's condition. The host explains that the number of high-grade proof coins impacts their market value. For example, with over 6,330 proof 69 coins found in 1988, the supply outweighs demand, keeping prices relatively low. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for collectors looking to invest wisely in coins. The video touches upon the evolution of the Jefferson nickel's design, particularly the changes made since 2005. Collectors often pay attention to such design changes as they can signify shifts in minting philosophy and can affect the coin's perceived value over time. This aspect of coin collecting adds a layer of interest for those who appreciate the artistry behind currency. The video engages viewers by combining practical insights with historical information, making it a valuable resource for both novice and seasoned coin collectors. By presenting detailed information about the 1988 Jefferson nickels, the host enables collectors to make informed decisions on rarity, condition, and market trends. In conclusion, the video on 1988 Jefferson nickels serves as an educational resource for both novice and seasoned coin collectors by emphasizing the coin's design features, minting history, and market values. Viewers gain a comprehensive understanding of what to look for when collecting these nickels. The emphasis on coin condition, rarity, and the significance of mint marks underscores the complexities and nuances of the coin collecting hobby. With engaging content and a focus on community coins, Dictionary 8 channel continues to provide valuable insights into the world of numismatics. Don't forget my channel Coins Dictionary 8. Subscribe, bell icon, like, share, comment, and subscribe.